The eruption of Mount Etna continues at the Voragine Crater, one of the main craters at the summit, keeping the situation around the volcano under close monitoring. The intensity of volcanic explosions reportedly fluctuates, with the ejection of volcanic material, ash plumes, and lava flows observed on parts of the slopes. For local residents, the spectacle serves as a reminder that this volcano, the highest in the Mediterranean region, remains highly active. Meanwhile, for the aviation sector, the primary threat is not the lava flowing down the slopes, but the volcanic ash that can be carried by the wind into flight paths. The eruption's most tangible impact is on aviation operations. Volcanic ash drifting southeast and south has caused delays and operational restrictions for flights bound for Catania International Airport. Volcanic material in the atmosphere poses a serious issue for aviation, as ash particles can interfere with aircraft engines. When ash concentration or drift patterns pose a risk, flight restrictions may be implemented as a precautionary measure. Catania airport authorities have temporarily suspended some incoming flights. Simultaneously, airspace restrictions have been imposed in the sector southwest of Mount Etna. These measures can result in flight delays, diversions, or holds while waiting for atmospheric conditions to improve. A dense volcanic ash cloud drifting with the wind has kept the aviation alert level at red. A red status indicates significant ongoing volcanic activity and a potential impact on flight safety or operations. This situation does not mean the entire region of Sicily is in immediate danger. However, for flights operating near Mount Etna and within airspace affected by ash, the situation is far more serious. The movement of ash clouds can shift rapidly. Changes in wind direction and speed can carry ash into areas previously unaffected. Activity is ongoing near the Voragine Crater. This activity includes explosive bursts that eject volcanic material into the air. Among the materials observed are volcanic bombs, fragments of rock or magma ejected while still hot, which can take shape while airborne before eventually falling back to the surface. In addition to the ejection of material, ash plumes continue to rise from the summit area. Experts are closely watching fluctuations in explosion intensity. Volcanic activity does not always maintain a constant level of power. Explosions may intensify, subside, and then strengthen again in response to pressure changes and magma movement within the volcanic system. Monitoring reveals that volcanic activity is also occurring below the summit area. Magma continues to emerge from fissures or cracks at elevations of approximately 2,750 meters, over 9,000 feet, and around 2,360 meters. The presence of multiple magma emission points indicates that Etna's eruption system involves more than one pathway along the mountain slopes. Magma reaching the surface can form lava flows that follow the contours of the terrain. These flows have created complex, overlapping patterns. However, recent observations show that active lava flows remain confined to an elevation range of approximately 2,100 to 1,850 meters. This means the immediate threat posed by lava flows differs from the threat volcanic ash poses to aviation. Lava tends to move more slowly along specific paths on the slopes, whereas ash can be carried by the wind and spread over a much wider area in a relatively short time. Currently, the primary focus remains on three developments: explosive activity at the Voragine Crater, the dispersal of volcanic ash in the atmosphere, and the presence of lava flows on the slopes. All three can change rapidly. Should explosive activity intensify, the volume of ash released into the atmosphere could increase. A shift in wind direction could also drive the ash cloud toward different areas. The eruption of Etna on the 11th of August 2026 illustrates how volcanic activity can impact life far beyond the crater area. On one hand, magma and lava continue to emerge from the volcanic system. On the other, volcanic ash spreads through the atmosphere, compelling the aviation sector to implement precautionary measures. The combination of summit explosions, volcanic ash bomb ejections, magma extrusion from flank fissures, and lava flows indicates that Mount Etna volcanic system remains highly active. For the public, this situation serves as a reminder to rely on official information from local authorities regarding changes in volcanic activity. Meanwhile, for the aviation sector, ash clouds remain the primary factor determining whether the airspace around Catania can operate normally. Mount Etna may appear calm from a distance, but deep beneath the surface, the volcanic system remains active. Monitoring the volcano will remain a top priority.